There are tons, and I mean tons, of urban legends out there. However, most of them are pretty old. Back in the day when people didn't have access to the internet, those legends were shared by word of mouth or by letters in the mail. Like, can you imagine writing a letter like that? Like, "Dear Janet, hope the kids are well. I just received a letter from Bertha and you won't believe what she told me. A hitchhiker is on the loose." Well, times have definitely changed. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host, Lindsay Ivan, and today I'm bringing you the top 10 scary urban legends from 2020. Starting off this countdown, we have the witching hour. So, legends about the witching hour aren't that new, but this particular one that I'm about to share with you is. For those of you who don't know, the witching hour is from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Apparently during this time, the realm between the spiritual world and our world becomes thin, making it easier for ghosts and spirits and demons to cross over. And I'm pretty sure you've seen people posting those 3 a.m. challenges where they wake up at 3 a.m. and then try to contact spirits. But there's a new legend surrounding this. Legend goes that if you naturally wake up at 3 a.m., it's because a spirit is present in your room and has woken you up. It is then said if you are woken up that whatever you do not stare into a dark mirror. Apparently if you do so, then the spirit will possess you and then basically you'll trade spots. So the spirit can control your body and your soul gets trapped into the spirit world. So I guess I'm removing all the mirrors from my room now. In our ninth spot, we have the chain letters. So chain letters are old news. They've been terrorizing people for decades. Usually people receive an email or social media message or even a text message with one. But now there's a new form of a chain letter that's been going around. So since everyone has to stay at home, children are now doing their schooling online. Well, a chain mail is being circulated over a chat platform that is being used for their online school. The chain mail talks about a 17-year-old kid named Carmen Winstead. It says that she died after a group of girls pushed her down a sewer hole trying to embarrass her. She was found with her neck broken and her face torn off. You then have to send this message to 15 people or else Carmen will get you. The message goes on to say that a kid named David ignored the message and was found dead the next morning. There was a message on his wall written in blood that said, "You will never have him back." Okay, that's pretty creepy if you ask me. In our eighth spot, we have the mirrors. So a couple of years ago, I heard this urban legend about mirrors. Basically, it says how you're never supposed to have two mirrors facing each other in a dark place. Apparently, it creates like a portal for spirits to get into our world. But now, there's a new version of this legend. Apparently, not only spirits can get into our world, but it's said that you should never stand in the middle between these two facing mirrors. Apparently, people have done this and have claimed that they felt like someone has grabbed them. Others claim that they were dragged back and slammed into the mirror, causing it to shatter. In our seventh spot, we have the Grey Lady of Westwick. Apparently, in the township of Westwick in England, there's a legend surrounding a Grey Lady. It is said that if you drive down the forest road after midnight, then you may encounter her. She's described as an old witch that can change her appearance. If you see her in her witch form, then she's described as an old lady with yellow rotting teeth and she wears all gray. Others claim that she's a vampire and not a witch. One thing that's for sure is that she seeks vengeance on men that have wronged women. So she can shapeshift into attractive women to try and lure men. Once you're trapped by her, she will kill you and then feast on you. Making our way down the list at number 6, we have the Zoom calls. So with everyone staying at home, one way people are staying connected is by video calls. Typically, people are using this website called Zoom. In fact, they have had a huge influx of people using their services. But now there's an urban legend going around about cyber spies that are hacking into your Zoom calls and stealing your information. Although Zoom claims to be secure, people still believe that these hackers are stealing your data and then selling it to other parties. Especially now since companies are doing all their meetings online. They could be releasing very valuable information. Other people claim that it's the government that's collecting the information. As a result of this legend, people have been warned that you should not talk about sensitive information over Zoom. Instead, just keep it strictly to friendly banter. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with the Union Cemetery. Union Cemetery is located in Easton, Connecticut. It is said to be one of the most haunted cemeteries in the United States. Apparently, a ghost that they refer to as the White Lady haunts this cemetery. In fact, even Ed and Lorraine Warren have said to have seen this ghost and even have video footage of it. Like, I really want to see that. Anyways, the legend of the White Lady is not a new one, but apparently there have been recent sightings of a new ghost that lurks this cemetery. This one is of a mother that passed away shortly after delivering her baby. Legend goes that if you visit the cemetery at night, you can see the shadow of the woman roaming around, trying to find her baby. Moving on to number 4, we have the Moore Park Ravine. Here in Toronto, there's a ravine known as Moore Park Ravine. Now, I've never been, but apparently it's haunted. So legend goes that it's haunted by a worker that was killed while doing maintenance of the trail. After a bad lightning storm, the ravine had a couple of fallen down trees blocking the trail. As a result, the man was moving the trees when another one unexpectedly fell and crushed him. It is then said that at dusk, you can see the shadow of this man lurking behind the trees. Others have felt a cold hand touching their arm as they walk the trail. Some even say that they have heard his cries for help. In our third spot, we have the Ghost of Lowe's. Yes, Lowe's, as in Lowe's, the store that sells a bunch of home improvement stuff. Apparently, there's a ghost at one of the locations. According to one of the overnight workers, he has experienced a lot of paranormal activity at his location, which he never disclosed, so we never know which location is haunted, so just be careful. Well, legend goes that late at night, a spirit roams the store and causes havoc for the workers. The ghost tampers with the motion sensor lights, sets off product alarms, and is even said to push and trip workers. One worker claims that aisle 13 is the aisle with the most paranormal activity. Others have claimed to have heard whispers, seen shadows, and have felt like they were being watched. I mean, out of all the places, why did they choose to haunt Lowe's? Like, come on, I'd pick Costco. They got everything there. In our second spot, we have the Blue Man. Legend goes that if you see this blue man, do not stop. Do not talk to him, for if you encounter him, then you will be controlled by him, and he will make you harm yourself and others. Story goes that one day a man was driving home when he saw this man standing at the side of the road. He was quite tall and was dressed in all blue. The man slowed down to see if he was okay or if he needed a ride home. When the blue man turned to face him, he saw that he had pure black eyes and a creepy wide grin. The man then drove off so fast, but when he got home, he wasn't the same. His eyes were now completely black, just like the blue man's. He ended up grabbing a hammer and hit his wife over the head multiple times. Then he ended up killing himself. So if you see a man dressed in all blue lurking at the side of an old highway, don't stop, don't make eye contact, just keep driving. And in our number 1 spot, we have the haunted Tinder profile. From 2019 to earlier this year, stories about a haunted Tinder profile have creeped out many of the app's users. Legend goes that a ghost of a boy named Dylan haunts the app. If you match with him, the consequences can be deadly. So according to legend, Dylan was considered a social outcast. One of the reasons being because he had a birthmark right below his left eye. He didn't have many friends and was often picked on at school. Now, Dylan was using Tinder for quite some time trying to find a girlfriend, but people at his school found his profile and then he was tormented even more. Eventually, it got so bad that he took his own life. But now it's said that his Tinder profile is still active. He is said to match with the girls that look just like his bullies. If you match with him, it is said that he will appear outside your window and haunt you until you too commit suicide. Of course, this is just a legend, but there are people out there that have downloaded Tinder just to try and find his profile and see if the legend is indeed true. And that's all for today's video. Let's move on to our comment shoutout portion. I'll be shouting out more comments for my video, Top 10 Scary Mickey Mouse Urban Legends. Dark Knight commented, "One time I put orange slices on my pizza. It tasted good. Only had that one time. Want to eat it again." Orange slices? Oh man, I don't know about that one. I'm not judging, but really? But hey, maybe, I can't judge until I try it, so maybe I got time, maybe I'll do that. Lauren Allen commented, "Lindsay, you look just like Shiva in the Final Fantasy VII Remake. You're so pretty." Well, thank you. I'll take it. Shiva's cool. Garrett Seg commented, "You know what? Maybe Mickey Mouse does all this because he just wants some cheese." Can you imagine, like, this whole time we're like, oh my gosh, Mickey Mouse is evil, he's possessed, and meanwhile he's just like, "Can I have some cheese, please? I'll stop hurting people, I just need to be fed." Maybe, you know what? I think you solved it. I think we just need to give him some cheese. And that's all the comments I'm shouting out for today. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see you.